and welcome to March West Junction TMD, and in today's video we're going to do a layout update on the station that's down the line from March West Junction, which is my 009 project and 00 project, which is Trecwn Valley Railway. So grab yourself a drink and I'll take you a look round the layout. Okay, we start at the on the narrow gauge part of the railway on the left hand side of the layout, and as you can see the railway comes out of this nice little tunnel which is from Bachman. I've added a little sign there to say sound whistle, and up on the hillside there's trees and bushes and some flowers been added. And moving across, what I'm trying to do on this layout is for when it goes to an exhibition is have a little check sheet for the children to have a look at on the railway and they can tick off. So I'm trying to add things that will give people ideas, and as I go through you'll see I've added these little dioramas or little scenes just to give a bit of interest for the younger people, and hopefully it will encourage them to do modelling themselves. So as you can see, hidden in the trees there's the TARDIS and the Doctor. Just in front of the Doctor, as you can see, we've got some beehives, and these will be listed, you see, so the kids can try and find them. And then we're coming round to the hillside, we've got a lumberjack. So there's a few little things there, and I'll show you some more a bit later on. Okay, so this is the station. Now this is a fictional station of Trecwn Valley, and obviously there wasn't a steam preservation railway, but I'm just doing this as to say if there was, this is how it possibly could be. And as you can see, we've got Lord L's Lav on the platform there, and then there's a waiting shelter which is by the Wills range, Pico. Some nice benches and bins. These are all off eBay, off the 3D companies, 3D printed companies, same as the signs. Nice little water tower there that I've added a little ladder to and a chain that's nicely weathered. Now if you look, the rolling stock's a little bit different. Now this is all from Lilliput, and I thought it'd be a great idea to try and have some carriages that are slightly different, more continental, same as what you get on the Welshpool Railway, and some of these coaches are actually on the railway. So I thought it'd be a good idea to get a few coaches that would be a bit different, plus they're a lot cheaper. I mean, some of these coaches are working out between 10 and 12 pounds for the small ones and up to 20 pounds for the big ones, and I know they're a lot more expensive if you buy them direct through the Bachman range. Okay, on the outside of the station we've got a little field in the corner here with some sheep and the shepherd. Got I think it's a BMW well, it's not a three-way, sorry, it's a four-wheeler car, but it's the ones that where the door opens to the front. It's a bit like the Messerschmitt car from years ago. And also we've got like a young lady on a horse being taken down the road. Another little scene is just adding this cameraman taking photos of the trains. Speaking of the trains, I've added some crew. There's the driver and the fireman in that one, and there's just a driver in the other one at the moment. So that's just another part just to give a bit of interest. As we come out the station, as you can see, we've got Yoda there under a tree, which is just to add a little bit more interest and to give something for the children to look for. Then the railway passes over the 00 standard gauge via this bridge with a nice like a type of water sewerage pipe there, and with the spikes as well to stop people crossing over, trying to use it as a balancing pole, you could say. And then in the bridge entrance there, as you can see, all the bridges are numbered on the lower half of the railway, and there's some graffiti, restricted clearance sign, there's some relay boxes. At the front here we've got a derelict signal box. which is quite a nice touch, and I've added some graffiti to that. As you can see on the back there, there's some graffiti, and I think the actual units for the relays have got graffiti as well. And then we've got like a dummy point motor there, and a gravel, spare gravel container there as well. And moving back up to the top, these are one of the tunnels where they used to store all the deep sea mines and ammunition, and I've put a faded number on there as well. And the trains can pass into there as well when you open the doors. And there's a water hydrant there, which, like I said in past videos, they turn on to flood the tunnels because there's a lake on top of the hillside, and that will prevent it spreading the fire if it ever catches fire. And we've got some nice little fencing going around the front there. I think that's from scale model scenery. And then there's a tipping wagon there, which is like all rusted up, and that's from Rutland Models, which is Lord Allen's local shop in North Wales. And that's the second tunnel there as well, if it'll focus in. And then as we come down, the line passes round the corner, and as you can see on the hillside there, we've got a deer with his buck and a stag, so just to add some more interest. I'll temporarily put a cross on the hill there, but I'd like your input to see what I could put on the hillside at the top there, just for something different, just to give something else for the children to look at. And then, as you can see, there's the culvert there, which at the moment's got no water coming out. I've done the bed for the river, but unfortunately I haven't got round to doing the actual resin water at the moment, and it's just having the courage to do it, because I've never done it before, so it's something that I'm not looking forward to doing, but I need to get done. And then the railway passes over this bridge, and there's a line that's been cut off, and it passes round the back, and then you've got these rusted up tipping wagons as well that's in the old siding, which would have been like a line going off into the distance, which is just something a little different, just to add in the corner. Okay, so I've got some Woodland Scenics utility poles here, which pass over the line, and that I got them at a bargain price. I paid £10 for them from Monk Bar Models, which I thought was a nice addition to the layout. And it comes with four, with all the cables all pre-installed and everything. You just stretch it out and then cut it to the length you require. And there you can see there's a support pole going up as well, with the yellow at the bottom so no one trips on it, even though it's by the railway, so I don't think that'd be an issue. Coming down to the river, as you can see, the bed's dry at the moment, but I've got some swimmers ready to be added to it, and a little girl in a ring. There's a guy about to dive, another young lad about to jump in the water. I made up the life ring myself using a bit of plastic strip, so a little plastic rod, and then some tubing that I've cut round. And there's a little deck chair at the moment, don't know if that'll stay, and some steps coming down. These were made from benches, I think it's 3D Scenics benches, and I cut them up to make them into steps. And as you can see, there's a young lady as a lifeguard there as well. 3D printed bin at the back, Woodland Scenics benches, and I've got some characters. Now, a lot of the characters on here are HO, because I'm not keen on the actual 00 Backman figures because they seem too tall. So I'll buy the smaller ones, or get them from calendars and things like that. They're not calendars. Just because I think they're more in keeping and to scale when against vehicles and doors. So I don't know what your thoughts on that, but I seem to think they're a bit better. And then moving along the line is that fencing again, and I've got an ice cream van with a couple of girls that are about to have an ice cream. There's a guy inside serving ice creams as well. this fence has, this wall, has come from, I think it's, what they're called. I'm trying to think what they're called now. If anyone knows, can you put it in the link below? I forgot what it's called now. But they're like a wargaming company. They do a lot of stuff. I know that it's like a red label they come with. So I've used it many times before and I just can't think of the name of it. I've been using Pico wheel stuff for the girder bridge and the brickwork as well. There's a network rail Oxford van with a guy sitting in with his newspaper, and as you can see there's a Tesco's bag on the seat as well. These signs, by the way, I cut these out of the magazines that come free. It's like Sankey signs, I think they're called. And then just below the bridge some more graffiti, as you can see the bridge number, and there's a graffiti artist admiring his work. That buffer stop there is quite a nice one. It's a continental one, but it comes pre-weathered. And ignore the pin on the end at the moment, that's just temporary. And that comes from the knock calendar that they did last year, which was an engineering one. And as you can see, the platform is from Hellion, or Helgen, however you want to pronounce it. And I've painted it grey and cream concrete colour. Then on the top, that paper that's stuck down, printed paper, is from Scale Model Scenery, which is a nice finish to the edge of the platform. And coming around here, we've got a little bit of wasteland with a bit of rubbish. So Scale Model Scenery rubbish there, newspapers, Monster Munch cones, tyres, a little breeze block. And then we come to Trecwn Station, which is again fictional, and it's under a River Trains now in my world. I've painted these Bachmann lampposts with a bit of the colour of the River Trains at the bottom, and there's a station display there as well. That's again from Bachmann. Some little birds on the roof as well, some little doves, which are absolutely tiny. There's a bicycle there, another bin, bench, post boxes from Hornby. I think that's from Scale Model Scenery, the grit bin, or it might be from Westhill Wagonworks, I can't remember exactly. And I've got a couple of hikers as well, which are from the Knock range. These drainage pits here are from Westhill Wagonworks. And again, there's a dummy point motor there for the catch point. And then all this for the wiring is just actual small telephone wire. And then what I do, I paint some of it orange to represent the actual protective trunking, so the workmen know where the cables are. So that's just a nice little touch as well. All this is plastered rock face on the back, painted up using different greys. It still needs a little bit of weathering, I think, and I still want to add some more trees as well to the scene. And then to finish off at the front here, we've got a traffic warden that's just give a parking ticket to this A-class Merc here, as you can see on the windscreen. It's on double yellow lines. There is some etched brass drains either end as well, that I've had to use a bit of black pen just to highlight where the grids are on the yellow lines. And then we've got Mr. Bean, and if you see my other videos, you'll see where I get the figures from. And we got an Oxford Mini, which is Mr. Bean's Mini with the padlock on it as well. And it wouldn't be the correct scene without seeing a settee, or sorry, three-piece armchair on the roof. So I thought that would be a nice little touch as well. And again, it's something for the kids to look at and go, oh, you know, I know this, I know it from the programme and things like that. And to add on the list. And like I say, if you can come up with anything you think I could add, I'd really appreciate it, because the whole idea, I want to try and make this an interactive layout for the younger generation, and maybe the older if they want to join in. Okay, that brings me to the end of this little layout tour of my 009/00 gauge project. Something I just wanted to show you quickly before I do go is I've added a curtain all the way around, and this is basically a flat sheet from Asda in grey, and I thought it'd be different in grey because a lot of people have black, and I thought being grey it's just shows a differentiation between the actual board. So as you can see, the board is nice matte black as well all round. And by the way, this is from the Pico stand when they finish a show, and it's plasticard, and it's what's left over from their displays, and it all goes in the bin. So I collect it up and use it for going around the edge of the layout, which I think is a nice little touch, and it finishes it off quite well. So saves buying plasticard. If you're at a show and you're running a layout at a show, keep your eye out for the people that's taking the stands down, because this is a good top tip. As a member of the Whalley Club, we always collect them all up. They're only going to go in the bin. One side's got print on, the other side's plain, and sometimes they're plain both sides. It's just part of the trim, and you have big sheets of it, and it's excellent for modelling. I think some of it's underneath this part of the bridge to make the framework underneath. So it is worth keeping your eye out. So if you remember that, if you're partaking in a show and there's some stands being took down, just keep an eye out what they're throwing away, and it's worth collecting up. And by the way, just before I go as well, I remember this now, it's from Jarvis or Javis, depending how you pronounce it. And I've just got a couple pieces and cut them up just to add a little bit of a stone wall for some difference. Okay, so like I say, that brings me to the end of the video. If you have got some ideas what I can add to it, so it gives some interest for children and adults alike, where they can look out for different things on the layout, it'd be much appreciated. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm, and share with your friends and colleagues. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see some more of what I do on this layout or March West Junction, then please hit the bell icon and the subscribe button, so you get notified if you hit the bell icon for more videos in the future. And when you do select the bell icon, select all, so it notifies you of everything. So thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, thank you very much, and thank you again as well for all my subscribers. It's just gone astronomical how many I've got. I think there's over 2,700 now, and it's crazy, absolutely crazy. So I really appreciate it. It's brilliant, and thank you to everyone who's subscribed. And I'll see you again at the next one. So enjoy your modelling, stay safe, and bye for now.